Welcome back. It is the Flow Friday Sports Show here on your colour of Country Life, Flow FM. Time for us to go into the world of Hume Netball, and Aimee Riley, our correspondent, on the line to tell us all about the latest action. Aimee, great to be back with you. How are you?
I'm great, Alice. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, it is indeed. Ditto. And lots for us to digest again this week. We'll start with Osborne, who made fairly light work of the Giants at home. We expected them to do that, of course. Tell us more about the game.
Giants certainly have their work cut out for them after a strong start to their season, and they're coming up against a formidable Osborne team. The scoreline doesn't really reflect the hard-fought game by both teams, and Giants use rolling subs really well to their advantage for fresh legs. Osborne, full credit to them, from the first whistle had their execution down pat and a clear intent to make their mark on the game. Giants will look to regroup, but no doubt will be taking some learnings out of the game to grow as a team and work on their game plan. Osborne will be really happy with their efforts. Osborne's best on were Georgia and Abby O'Connell, and Giants Courtney Emerton.
In much closer affairs between CDHBU and Murray Magpies, we had a bit of a hit out, 33-39, the Magpies' way in the end, but CDHBU will be happy with how close they got and how competitive they were.
Absolutely. A great game between two young and relatively new teams, which we've talked about before. Magpies won in the end, but it was a tight tussle for most of the game between both of them. CDHBU will be really happy with their efforts as they work towards getting their first win, and I know they're proud of their competitive efforts. Magpies will be thrilled to get their second win on the run. It's great to see the teams who've had some changeover in the off-season gelling well as teams and constantly working on improving, and it'll be exciting to see how they finish their season and develop throughout it. CDHBU's best on were Beck Duray, Shelby Richardson and Grace Gillard, and Magpies was Alicia Schubert and Tanisha Lee.
Jindera really want to keep that 4-point buffer, which they've worked hard to get so far in this in the early days of this season over Osborne, and they managed to complete their task against Billabong Crows with relative ease, 66-24. Tell us all about this one.
It was a great game between both the teams, and the scoreline doesn't accurately reflect how tough it was. Billabong Crows have had a few injuries and really utilised their depth across other grades to bring together a solid effort and created strong contest across the court. Jindera will be really happy with their scoreline and discipline across the court, knowing that they've had a tough start to the season in terms of the teams that they've played, and they've got what we no doubt will have a few tough games coming up. So it's really great to see them pushing some teams as well and probably making a bit of difference with their percentage for what we know will probably be a tight finish. Jindera's best on were Chelsea Harper, Millie Fawcett and Maggie Thompson, and Billabong Crows were Ella Morey, Gabby Coghill and Lauren Packer.
And Aimee, we've spoken a lot about Lockhart this season, but Holbrook have brought them back down to earth. Tell us what happened.
This was actually a really close game throughout the first half, with it pretty much being goal for goal. Defensive pressure and attacking from both teams was absolutely outstanding. Holbrook really put that foot down in the second half, and Lockhart unfortunately had some shots missing and they couldn't quite maintain the momentum that they took into the first half. Full credit to Holbrook, who is shaping up to be a well-drilled, fit and firing force, and I have no doubt that Lockhart will come back absolutely firing this week. Holbrook's best on were Chloe Hamblin and Ness Taylor, and Lockhart's were Ruby Hyde and Maddie Robinson.
Okay, well, Colcan, they copped a bit of a pasting from Howlong. They did manage to register a score of 28 goals, but nowhere near enough against Howlong, who scored 66. Was away from home, though. I guess that will be the saving grace when they go back to the whiteboard, Aimee.
Great game for Howlong against Colcan. We have talked about Colcan a lot, and they continue to work on their new and very young side, building their skills and confidence, and no doubt they will work on that and be a force in years to come. Howlong utilised their defensive pressure across the court and really strong drives into attacks to create a solid winning margin. Howlong's best on were Jazz Fisher and Gemma Coben, and Colcan, Ella Travastis and Zara Honeywood.
And lastly, Aimee, Henty keep up their end of the bargain. What a dream season they are having. 27-59 against the Saints, the Brocklesby Burrumbadic Saints. Netball from the Henty factory, or the Dream Factory as they're calling it at the moment in Henty. Another great win for them.
It certainly was. Scores were even at quarter time, and Henty went back to the board refreshed and really put the foot down over the next three quarters to finish with a strong margin. Full credit to Henty to be able to regroup and come out firing in the game to turn the tide. That shows really great experience and level-headedness across the team. Saints have had a few tough games in a row now, but they have a young side with some great talent and depth across the club. So expect them to bounce back and take the lessons learned to be stronger throughout the season. Saints best on was Tamara Laria with her defensive pressure in her 150th game for the BB Saints. And Henty's were Cherie Locke and Holly Kinney.
All right, well, Aimee, that is a wrap of the games that were last weekend. Let's just take a look at the Hume Netball ladder for the A grade. We've got Jindera sitting pretty on top of the ladder with 24 points. Then Osborne in second with 20. Henty also in third place with 20 points as well. And then we've got Howlong, Lockhart, Holbrook, the Giants, Billabong, Murray Magpies, Brocklesby, Burrumbuttock Saints, Culcan, and then CDHBU in 12th position. How's that ladder looking for you at the moment?
Yeah, I think it's really good, and it's great to see some teams in some spots that they haven't been for a while. I never like to say too much about the ladder until we do get past those rounds where everyone has played each other once. I certainly think there will be some movement throughout that. And then I expect to see, off the back of a bit more experience and everyone settling in with some significant changes across all teams, perhaps some different score margins or potentially even different winners when we go back into the back half of the season.
Looking ahead to the games on tomorrow, and one that I'm looking forward to, probably the game of the round is going to be, or I won't be too quick in saying that because we might have multiple games of the round this week, Aimee, but one game certainly took forward to is that which will feature Lockhart and Howlong. Looking forward to these two going at it.
Yes, certainly. Lockhart, as we talked about, will be looking to bounce back strong and maintain their 4 quarters of high-intensity netball. They will certainly be expecting this from Howlong, who will be wanting to continue their good run of netball after a really tough start to the season. If both teams put 4 quarters together, this will be an excellent hit-out. Howlong is my pick, but I expect it to be close.
Moving along and talking about Culcan in their mission to try and find something to inspire them to negate Osborne in some way. I doubt it's going to happen, but they're there to have a go, right?
Culcan have been continuously working really hard on their skills, and to put forward that whole 4-quarter effort, they've certainly made significant strides in the early part of the season. But Osborne is so balanced and strong across their court, I do see them taking this one home.
Billabong Crows host Holbrook, the away side, probably the favourites here, but you never know with the Crows.
Billabong have been plagued with injuries early this season, unfortunately for them. Historically, they are a really strong club and they have great depth across their club. We know they have some sensational juniors. Holbrook have started the season well. They've showed their capability and their strength against strong clubs really early on. Holbrook will likely take this one home, but Crows at full strength are certainly a team to watch out for.
The other of our marquee games tomorrow, Henty and Jindera. This will be huge. Is it the first real high-level test for Henty, though, Aimee? Just fill us in there.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Henty will have an opportunity to really test themselves against the top-of-the-table Jindera team. Both teams have played different ends of the draw, so it'll be really interesting to see how this game turns out, with Henty looking firmly towards making a run into finals. They've had some talented juniors return to play this season, including Nikita Singh and Vashti Muller when they're available. So it's interesting to note that neither of those girls have played together yet as well. So a full-strength Henty, no one knows what they're capable of. Jindera, as we know, really strong team, are very well drilled. It'll be a great game. I do think Jindera may get the chockies in this instance.
Okay, and a couple of games to round things out still to look forward to this weekend. One of them is between the Murray Magpies and the Saints. Not sure which way this one might go in Riverina. You never know.
Yeah, I expect this to be a great game in terms of score margin, with Magpies and Saints building some really strong games this season. Saints have some great experience and knowledge in their team, and Magpies are coming off the back of 2 wins on the go, and they'll be looking to extend that. This is my game of the round for me because I wasn't really sure which way it would go. I expect it to be pretty close. And my tip is Saints that will maybe finish on top.
All right, and Aimee, our last game for the weekend took forward to CDHBU and the Giants. You'd think the Giants at home, but again, this is not a very predictable competition.
Giants have had a roaring start to their season, which we've talked about, and a really tough game last week. They'll be looking to bounce back and drive home some knowledge that they've taken away from playing the reigning premiers. City HQ are still searching for their first win after getting very close last week. They'll be expecting a tough game, and with a home advantage, Giants are expected to take the win.
Aimee Riley, our Hume Netball correspondent. That's where we'll leave it. Love your analysis and everything that you do for us here on Flow FM. Enjoy the weekend of netball. We'll do it all again in a week's time.
Thanks so much, Alice. I look forward to catching up.